Brennan Johnson? Good question, that actually. I would probably just go for Brennan Johnson. Should I transfer out Martinelli for Gordon? Yeah, I don't hate that transfer. Aina with Wolves away or Digne with Leicester at home. You probably just have to... yeah, I'd start Aina. João Pedro or Colwell? João Pedro. Best third striker after Isak and Wood. Probably Jackson, I would say, if you can afford him. Murphy or Gordon? Gordon. Right, let me move this out of the way for the YouTube chat. See if we can get some people into the YouTube stream then. We're almost on 100 subscribers on YouTube. So if you do want to join over on YouTube, I'm going to try and start to make more regular content. And so if you do want to join over there, feel free to jump in the chat now. Elanga or Gordon? Gordon for me. Stefan, thank you for the follow. Acoustic Chazza, thank you for the follow. Yeah, and if you're not followed here on TikTok either, there's 120 of you in here right now. Also, Leon, my YouTube is FPL plug. You should be able to find it. Some people have said it's kind of hard to find, but hopefully you can find one of my videos. And yeah, if you play FPL, haven't seen my face before, make sure to drop me a follow here on TikTok as well. Just like Leon, thank you very much, mate. And yeah, if you do want your question answered 100% of the time, jump over to my YouTube chat. Dino, thank you for the follow. Aina or Hoidson. Declan, thank you for the follow. Probably Aina. Should I wild card if my team isn't doing good? I mean, it depends how not good it's doing. I would try and keep your wild card if you can. But if you need to, you can. Theo Jones, thank you for the follow, mate. Palmer or Salah? Salah for me. I'm assuming you mean captain. Gordon in for Bruno. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about currently. I think if I was going to get rid of Bruno, it would be for Gordon. But Bruno has Southampton away next week, so... I don't know, it's a hard one. And also he has penalties, so if anyone's going to score versus Liverpool, it would probably be Bruno. Do you think Liverpool match will be postponed? Possibly, so let's have a quick look. Or Mohammed in the YouTube chat says Robinson or Hall. I've currently, as you can see here, got Robinson in over Hall. Flecken versus Southampton or Raya versus Brighton. Maybe Flecken versus Southampton, but Southampton like to just score one goal, don't they? Which is really annoying. Robinson on the bench. No, Robinson's in my team. Should I get Wood in and get rid of João Pedro? I don't think Pedro is a must sell, to be honest. I think he's obviously not in great form, and neither are Brighton, but he's very cheap and he's just a good enabler, isn't he, really? Watkins or Wood? Probably Watkins for now, but when Duran's back, then Wood's a better shot. But you can always go down to Wood. I have a feeling Palmer is going to blank against Palace. Fair play. I subscribed to YouTube. Did you? Absolute legend, Jake, mate. Thank you very much. If you do have any questions, Jake, whack it in the YouTube chat and I'll be able to answer you straight away. Just like Rickin, is there an illness in Spurs squad? Yeah, I believe only 7 first-team players actually trained recently. Let's have a quick look at Twitter. I don't know why that's there. Right, FPL Focal has 1, 2, just 2 from the United game, and he doesn't have any other injured players or suspended players. Pick away 1, 2, 3, and then Rodgers, which isn't ideal yet. Yeah, no news on the Liverpool game just yet. Gameweek 20. Cammy in the YouTube chat says start Jackson. I'm currently playing 5 at the back. Yes, I would definitely be starting Jackson this week. I think he can do very well against Crystal Palace. Best cheap goalkeeper, 4.8 million or less. I'm not sure. I did a video recently on the goalkeepers, so go check that out. Will Quanta start? Yeah, I think Quanta will start this week, but then Kanate will start going forwards after that. So I wouldn't be bringing in Quanta. Semenyo or Sarr. Who do they have? Let's have a look. Semenyo and Sarr. So Semenyo against Everton, Sarr against Chelsea. I think probably Sarr's a better shot, to be honest. Do I start Kulusevski or João Pedro? Probably Kulusevski. Will Madison start? Who knows? Start Hall or Rico Lewis? Good question. Let's have a look at who Man City are playing. West Ham. Probably Rico Lewis. I would. Rickin, thank you for being a new subscriber, mate. Sorry I can't hear that, but yeah, thank you to anyone that has recently subscribed as well. Joel Matip Lover says keep or sell Luis Diaz. Keep him, definitely. I think he starts this week. Start Hall over Munoz. Yeah, I'd probably start Hall over Munoz. Milinkovic, Aina, Trent, Hoyson and Robertson. Which three should I start? I would say Milinkovic, Trent, Robinson and maybe Milinkovic. Maybe Aina, whichever of those two you'd like to start. Although Hoyson also has Everton, so also not a bad. So if you have someone that you can drop in your forward line, I'd probably play one of Aina or Milenkovic, Trent, Robinson and Hoyson, to be honest. Harry says, should I put in Saliba for Hall or keep him on the bench? Yeah, definitely just keep Hall on the bench. I think Hall's a great player to have. Can I see the team? Yeah, 10k likes and I'll show the team, guys. So if you run that likes up before the deadline, I'll show the team. Hall, Robinson for me. If Liverpool game is cancelled, you're cooked. I know, Connor. I really don't know what to do because I'd obviously have Salah, Trent, Bruno, and Ahmad out, and Rodgers out. So I'd be 2 players down. That's why I'm thinking, do I just go Ahmad to Sarr this week? Because Sarr has great fixtures going forwards and not a bad fixture this week. Like, I'd happily play Sarr. I am thinking maybe I just do that. And then I'd just be 1 player down. And I think I'd be able to live with that. Or do I go Bruno because then I can get Gordon in? Let's have a look at Newcastle's fixtures. Yeah, like Newcastle's fixtures are pretty good. And they have Southampton soon as well. But I do just like Bruno. Let's have a look at transfers. If you want to see my team on my screen, by the way, jump over to the YouTube chat and get your questions in. Robertson or Iwobi? Yeah, I'd probably start Robertson there. I think that's an easy decision for you. Defo get Gordon in instead of Bruno. He's going to play awful. I think Bruno's always a player that doesn't look good on the pitch but has amazing data. So I think that's it's a lot harder than you're making it out. Let's have a quick look on SofaScore. Let's compare a few players. So Bruno Fernandes, compare him to Gordon. Anthony Gordon. Let's have a look. So Bruno has slightly more expected goals, but has scored less. Gordon actually has slightly more expected assists and has assisted less, actually. Okay, and then let's have a look at Ahmad versus Ismaila Sarr. So Ahmad versus Sarr. Sarr has more expected goals and has scored more and has quite a bit more expected assists. So maybe I just do Ahmad to Sarr. Maybe that's the play. It's a hard one because if I want to keep Bruno, I'll be playing him for Liverpool and Southampton. But if I get Gordon, I'll have him for Spurs, who are really weak, and Wolves at home. So, I mean, Bruno's arguably better there. And then they have Bournemouth and Southampton. Gordon's arguably better there. Oh, FPL is so hard. Yo, JL3, how we doing? Gakpo to Wood, yeah, possibly. Don't hate that. Rick, thank you for the follow over on TikTok, mate. Appreciate that. Sell Gomez and bring in Nico Williams. I'd probably bring in someone like Milinkovic from Forest. Spurs Law, thank you for the follow, mate. Wood or Wisa, Wood. You have the likes. I do. Here's a team. I wouldn't pay too much attention to my bench. I might be selling Ahmad, and also Hall is a great option to start, really. Is there truth that Spurs only had 7 first-team players training? Yeah, I believe so. I believe that is pretty truthful. Right, if I sell Ahmad for Sarr and the game is called off, I'm not going to be that upset because I don't really like Ahmad that much anyway. But if I sell Bruno for Gordon and the game goes ahead and then they have Southampton next, I just don't know if I want to get rid of a penalty taker. I can always bring Gordon in afterwards anyway and just get rid of the Man United assets after Southampton. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's do that. Come on then. Let's make the change. Ahmad to Ismail Sarr. Because Sarr's also a great player going forwards. And then I'll only have one player missing if the Liverpool game does get called off. Bruno, lad, I think I'm going to keep Bruno. It's a bit controversial, but he's on penalty. He's got good data. So I think I'll be keeping him for at least the Southampton game, and then I can get rid of him. And then I'll bring Gordon in for the good fixtures that he does have. Although Gordon's a great shout for this week, obviously. Wanyeri worth a punt? Yeah, not awful, I don't think. Ismail Sarr's XGI is absolutely ridiculous. I'm just looking at it now. Yeah, Sarr's coming in. His fixtures are great. Let's make it. Transfer, confirm transfer, made. And then that's the question, do I then play Sarr instead of Bruno Fernandes? Probably against Liverpool, surely. Fair enough, see your reasoning, but with a Liverpool shirt on, yeah, very true. Yeah, obviously Bruno is not a good, it's not a good pick for this week, so that's why I think I'll probably start Sarr instead of Bruno. I'm going to do that now. Save my team. Oh, this week is so hard to choose. Oh, my life. Joe Linton or Gordon? Gordon defo. Liverpool fan myself. Played Salah. Played Salah. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm a bit scared of my Liverpool bias, but I think Salah's probably the player, isn't he? Liverpool's just not a good fixture. And then if the Liverpool game goes ahead, then I'm absolutely chilling. Because my team is pretty good if the Liverpool game does go ahead. But if not, then I'm only losing one player. Let me just double check if we've got any leaks on the Liverpool game as well. Because if the Liverpool game is definitely called off, then I will just transfer out Bruno to... Oh, will I? No. Maybe. Best striker under 8 mil, Lyrics says on my my YouTube. Probably Wood. Yeah, definitely Wood, I'd say. Like, look at all these FPL experts bringing him in. Any news on Madison? Not sure, but I'm also not sure he plays anyway. But he probably does if they have no players. How many points am I on for the season? Should I have a quick look? Let's have a look over at Fantasy Football Hub. Live. I'm currently on 1,213 points. We're getting there. It was a great week last week with plus 200k rank increase. Should I advise Gordon? Yeah, go for it. Raul, thank you for the follow, mate. Yeah, and we've got almost 100 people in the TikTok live stream. If you've never seen my face before and play FPL, then why not give me a follow? Start Enzo or Saar or Munoz? Probably Saar for me out of those. Will Newcastle score first? I have no idea. Can't just tell the future, can I? Is the Liverpool game going to be cancelled? I would prepare for it to be cancelled, but I don't think it will be cancelled, if that makes sense, Zach. Blake Kelly, thank you for the follow, mate. Who else has followed? Harry80, funny stuff. Thank you both for the follows. Really appreciate the follows here on TikTok. Should I start Gvardiol? Yeah, I would if I have him. If I had him. Yeah, I'll show the team at 15k likes. I'm going to risk it and use my bench boost. Worst game week to use your bench boost in my opinion. Because the Liverpool game could be called off. And then I'm assuming you have Liverpool players. And then you'll basically have no one on your bench. It won't be on Martinelli. Martinelli probably for me. Start Enzo or João Pedro. João Pedro. Enzo or Gordon? Gordon. Should I triple captain Salah? No, because if the game is called off, then you'll get your vice captain, triple captain, and Salah has a double game week coming up, so I just use it then. Jake Thim, thank you for the follow, mate. Ipswich Fulham off, just announced on Twitter. And let's have a look. Where have you seen that, mate? If you just drop down who you've seen that from, then I'll see if that's correct. Because I don't think that game would get called off, personally. Why would it get cancelled? The Liverpool game could get cancelled because of the ice and the sort of snow that's going to be happening later on today through into the morning. Recommend buying a property in Egypt. What? Robertson this game week. Yeah. Robertson or Hull? Yeah, Robertson this game week for me. Cheers, Norris Teds. Start 2 Gabriel, Evan Nielsen or Palmer. Definitely start Palmer, 100%. Definitely start Gabriel, 100%. So, easy enough. Is it true that the Ipswich game could be called off? I haven't seen anything, but if anyone has seen anything on Twitter, do let me know. Kirkes or Gabriel? Gabriel first. I think they're just back their strong defence, in my opinion. So look who this guy's on the bench. So interesting. Lyric over on YouTube says start Saar or Diaz. I would definitely be starting Diaz, but if Liverpool don't play, then you can just have Saar. Come on. Show team. 15k likes. I'll show the team. Captain Salah or Isak? Salah for me. I've also got Palmer vice captain, but Isak could run absolute riot against that Spurs team. Hold off on Liverpool players or sell? I would hold off on Liverpool players. I wouldn't be selling Liverpool players. I'd sell Man United players, but not Liverpool. Yeah, I've currently got Fernandes benched, by the way. So I've benched Fernandes for Ismail Assar, who I've just brought in for Ahmad. Do I bench João Pedro or Burn? Probably bench Burn because he might not play, but he probably will. Do I roll the transfer after scoring 97 but I only have Chelsea, Liverpool and Arsenal players? That's interesting. I also scored 97 points last week. But roll it if you can. Is Havertz fit? Yeah, he's not ill anymore, is he? He was confirmed that he was okay in my recent video. Has there been any important team leaks? I'm just looking on Twitter right now for the Spurs game, but I haven't seen anything just yet. If anyone gets any Any leaks, do let me know. We've got 10 minutes until the deadline. Will the Liverpool game be postponed? Not 100% sure just yet. Haven't had any news on it just yet. Bruno or Diaz today? Diaz defo. Sarr or Kirkes? Kirkes for me. But I have also got Sarr playing, so... no, I don't think there's been any team leaks just yet, mate. Do I have Gordon? No, I don't, but I might bring him in after the United Southampton game. But I don't want to bring him in just yet. I think Gordon could be a bit of a trap, but I still like Gordon. Rico Lewis 4-4-2 or João Pedro 3-4-3. Probably. I mean, you probably want to play Rico Lewis this week, to be fair. Thoughts on Jimenez captain as a differential? Don't like it. I'll just go Salah. You're just going to hurt your rank a lot if Salah does well, and it's likely that Salah does well. When it's like very unlikely that Salah does well, maybe they're playing, I don't know, Arsenal or someone, then I probably wouldn't captain Salah, but I would go for that. You told me to get Gordon last week. He did return though. Yeah, no, I think Gordon is probably the player that I would transfer in right now if I was going to transfer anyone in. But I always just think like those hyped players are a little bit iffy. But he's on set pieces, so I think he's a great option. Odegaard or Martinelli? Martinelli for me. Can I see the team? Yeah, 15k likes, we're almost there. And also, if you're over on TikTok and you definitely want your question answered 100% of the time, jump over to my YouTube chat. My YouTube is just FPL plug. You should be able to find me. And obviously, go subscribe over there if you want to be one of the 100 subscribers that hopefully I can get this stream. Dan Pazza, thank you for the follow over here on TikTok, mate. Should I keep Raul, the striker, in my starting team? Yeah, I don't think it's an awful play. If you want to see my rank, head over to YouTube right now. I'm showing my rank currently. Ahmad or Bruno today? Bruno, defo, out of those two. Ben Semenyo or João Pedro? Probably Semenyo. Everton are a good defence and João Pedro's on penalties. Should I take a 4-point hit for Trent? Probably not this week because the game could get called off. Harry, thank you for the follow, mate. Gakpo or Jesus? Probably Jesus, I would say. 7 minutes until the deadline, guys. We're almost there. What's my rank? Again, I'm showing my rank over on my YouTube screen. So if you want to go check it out there, feel free. Vice Captain Palmer or Isak? I'm currently Vice Captain in Palmer, but Isak's a great option as well. Start João Pedro or Munoz? Probably João Pedro. Let's see the team. Almost at 15k likes. Let me show the team. Thank you for all the likes on the live, by the way. Almost at 15k. Reply. Hello, Trillo. How you doing? Start Mikalenko or Dibbling? That's an interesting one. Let's have a look at the Mikalenko or Dibbling. So Forest have Wolves. Dibbling has Brentford. Could go for Dibbling maybe. Bauer, thank you for all the lightnings, mate. I appreciate that. Kulu or Jacob to start. I'm not sure who Jacob is. Jacob Murphy, I'm assuming. Jacob Murphy, if you have him, I'll start him. Will a Stupinian play? Should I sell him or save the transfer? I have no idea, actually. Show the team. Yes, we've ran the likes up. Here's the team. Bear in mind that I've taken Ahmad out for Ismail Assar and put him in place of Bruno Fernandes. So I don't actually have any Man United players playing this week. But it's not looking amazing this week, but my team looked really, really good going forward. So if I can just get a small red arrow this week, that's absolutely fine with me. Ipswich game off. I've heard people saying this, but I haven't seen anything. So let me know if where you've seen something. I can check it out. Fernandez is the only problem. Yeah, he's not in the team anymore, as I just explained. Jackson or Wood next week. Jackson to Wood next week. Well, we'll see how well Jackson does, and then we'll see if you're saying that. Start Enzo or Wilson. Wilson's an interesting pick. I'd probably start Wilson if I had him. Start Havertz or Vandenberg. Havertz. Isak Vice in case Salah doesn't play. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Bauer, you're the one that gifted loads, wasn't it? Wood or Raul captain this week? Can I say neither, Bauer? I really don't like either. Jackson or Jesus for the long run? Jackson for me. Jesus is just going to lose his place, in my opinion, to Havertz as soon as that team's back to full strength. But he probably will keep it for quite a while Saka's out. Bench Gabriel or Aina? Probably Aina. Start Kirkes or Milinkovic? Kirkes is a great shout this week. Captain Salah or Isak? Salah. Wiesel or Jesus? This week, probably Jesus. Salah or Isak? Captain Salah. Any updates on Havertz? He's not ill anymore, is he? So, not a bad transfer or bad player to have him. Conser or Collins? Conser. I'm showing the updated team over on YouTube, by the way. So if you want to see my absolute up-to-date team, jump over to my FPL plug on YouTube. And also, I'll definitely answer your question over on YouTube if you do have any. Just like Joe Cause asked on YouTube, Wood or João Pedro? Wood this week, I'd say. Start Ødegaard or Hall? I mean, if you have him, I'd probably be starting Ødegaard. Solanke or Wood? Solanke. Spurs do score goals, so Solanke's not a bad shout. Should I start Lewis, Hall or Sarr? I'm currently starting Sarr. Sarr or Aina? Probably still Sarr. Should I start Lewis, Hall or Sarr? Oh, yeah, just answered that, Sarr. Flecken or Pickford? Probably Pickford, I'd say. Just back the stronger defence. Is Fraser Forster injured? No idea. Hall or Enzo? Hall for me. I really don't like Enzo though. That's something you'll get to know about me. Who's my goalkeeper? Verbruggen. Obviously not ideal this week, but we go with it. Is Chelsea postponed? No, I don't think so. Got 2 minutes until the deadline, guys. Let me just see if I got any more leaks. Ooh. Might have a potential Newcastle leak, and this guy thinks that Botman starts, so I'm not sure how reliable that is, but I don't think it's out of the question that that's the lineup. Bench Munoz or Ahmad? Probably bench Ahmad. He's not going to do anything, is he, realistically? Double Fulham defence? Yeah, don't hate it this week. Yomaluk, I'm not sure who he is. Any game postponement leaks? Not just yet, my friend. Thank you everyone that's joined the stream though. We've got literally less than a minute left, so if you have you need to do anything to your team right now, swipe off this live, go do it to your team, lock it in, and then come back. There are 100 of you in here right now. My changes are that I've changed Ahmad out for Ismail Assar and played him instead of Bruno. Thank you all for joining. There's 100 of you in here right now. If you've never seen my face before and play FPL, then make sure to drop me a follow. I've got McGinn in big one for me. Fair play. There we go. There's the thank you, Josh, for the follow made just before the deadline. But there is the deadline, guys. Thank you ever so much for everyone that's joined. I'm going to do a quick match score prediction, and then I'll jump off. Right, let's do the Liverpool game. Liverpool versus Man United in my YouTube chat. So you have to go tell me the answer in the YouTube chat. First one to get it right wins. What is the score going to be? What is the score that I'm thinking of in my head for this game? Jump in my YouTube chat to answer. Not yet, still 1 minute. Nope, the deadline's gone, mate. What is the Liverpool versus Man United score going to be? I'm not sure if the YouTube chat have actually seen the question yet. There's actually only 2 people in there right now. So if you do have any guesses for the Liverpool Man United game, go jump over to my YouTube FPL plug, and first one to get it in there wins. See, Sam, you've got an answer. Maybe jump into the YouTube chat and you might be the first to win. Start João Pedro, I did. Is anyone going to guess the Liverpool Man United score in my YouTube chat is the question. Joe Core says 0-0. That's not what I'm thinking of. Look at that as well. Liverpool with... Oh no, Liverpool's top goal scorer. Salah's had 15.4 XG. That is ridiculous. 3-1, Lucas says that's a lot closer to my prediction, but not quite there yet. Is it better to go to YouTube or TikTok? If you want to answer this question, YouTube is the only place where you can answer it. Josh, I would definitely jump over to YouTube really, really quick. FPL plug, get that answer in, and you might win. 4-1, laugh my ass off. No, not quite. How do you type in YouTube? Just go to YouTube, go into the search bar and type FPL plug. You should see at least one of my videos, then you can go to my channel. Do I bet on Chelsea today? Depends what the bet is, mate. Will Hurd, no worries, mate. Thank you for joining the live stream. Really appreciate it, mate. And obviously, I hope you're followed if you like the content and like the help. Joe Core 4-2, not quite. Michael, I hope to see you in the YouTube chat in a second. 3-0 Lucas, there we go. Lucas wins it. How long till the deadline? Done. Dave, I don't actually have Bruno in my team right now. I swapped out Ahmad for Ismail Assar and then played Ismail Assar instead of Bruno. Nice one, Lucas. Thank you very much for everyone that's in the YouTube chat right now as well. If you're not subscribed already, please do feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be making a lot more YouTube videos in the near future. But yeah, thank you all very much for joining the stream today, especially on YouTube, TikTok and YouTube. Can't find the YouTube, it should just be FPL plug. And you should be able to find a few of my videos, but it is apparently quite hard to find, which is annoying. I don't know how to help that. But yeah, I'm going to jump off the... let me sub real quick down to watch some more content, my bro. Thank you very much, Lucas. I appreciate that, mate. I haven't had I just haven't had the time to make any YouTube videos recently, but I try and get one video out a week if I can, but obviously I work full time and do TikTok as well, so it's quite hard. AFC Wimbledon, thank you for... Yeah, it's YouTube like 5 seconds behind. Right, got you. So TikTok's a bit ahead, but you found it all right. Is that right? That's good. Where do you reckon Chris Wood ranks in Prem strikers this year? Probably quite highly. Any news on the Liverpool game? Should have a quick look. It'll only make us sad if we see that it's called off there. Do you think Kuna to Mateta instead of Kuna to Wood was a mistake? You don't know before the ball is kicked. Not after this. No news on the Liverpool game just yet. Right then, thank you all for jumping on. Oh, we've got a few YouTube comments. Yeah, fair enough. Loving the TikTok content anyways. Nice one, Lucas. Thank you very much, mate. I had to use the link in your bio. Okay, right, got you. Yeah, so if any of you do want to check out my YouTube and go subscribe over there to get any of the live streams, because you can see my screen on YouTube, so I can show my updated team, then just click the link in my bio, and that will take you to my YouTube. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for tuning in over on YouTube and also over on TikTok. I will finish the stream over on TikTok first. Have a good one, Lucas, mate, and good luck for Gameweek 20. Nice one. There we go. Thank you all for tuning into the YouTube live stream, by the way, guys. And I hope to see you all here next week for the next headline. Bye now.